Dear brothers, it's about quality, not quantity.
So guys, it should be your conversation, the way you flow, your presence is enough for a woman to want to be around you, not how much money you spend.
Dear sisters, it's about knowing your value.
My sisters out there, don't be afraid to scare a guy off just because you have standards.
Dear brothers, dear sisters, it's time to come together.
Hi, y'all. Back at you in the DBDS Live studio. It's your man, Mo. Hit him up, Mel.
Hey, what's going on, my peoples? We have a very dynamic show for you today. But before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to my man, Raheem, for winning the DBDS book giveaway and t-shirt. So a special shout out to him, and a shout out to everyone that's inviting all their classy people into the group, because we are growing, we are getting bigger, we are spreading that positive message, and trust believe it'll be a lot more incentives. So welcome to the show.
Yes. Today we're gonna be discussing how to approach a real woman. Keyword, real woman, man. This is gonna be heated. I'm gonna let you know right now. And basic male etiquette. You know, I'm gonna do a little editorial since we got a few minutes here, and I'm gonna just tell you this: today's conversation is directed towards the brothers. Okay, this is not a the women do it too kind of discussion. This is towards the brothers. So what I want y'all to do, y'all that need this information, make sure you got a pad and pen, and so that way you can take down notes, because we got a lot of good information we're about to drop. Okay. This is for the brothers who are not sure how to deal with a real woman, how to approach her, and how to keep that vibe going with her, all right? So now listen, I'm just going to tell you this. I'm empathetic to the dudes who didn't have the proper people in their lives to help them figure this out. Empathetic to that, okay? You know, maybe, your mom didn't teach you, or you were neglected, or maybe your dad wasn't in your life. I get that. But you know what? I'm only empathetic up to the age of 25, because there's something called a maturity curve. And the maturity curve says at some point you become an adult. And guess what? The decisions you make after that point are yours. So now you got to be accountable. All right. So that's what we're going to be talking about. You're accountable, right? We're going to be showing you all kind of tools. We're going to fill your toolkit with all kind of tools and information that'll help you deal with this situation and understand it. All right. So here we go. We're going to go right back to my man, Mel Money. Mel Money, hit him up.
Absolutely. So before we get started, I'm just going to tell you what the DBDS statement is all about. We promote thoughtful relationship topics on social media, our live show, and other outlets to help people to become a better version of themselves. We want people to embrace respect, love, and loyalty, and have healthy relationships. In doing so, you have to change how you are, but not who you are. And a better version of you creates a healthier relationship. Healthier relationships creates a healthier family, and healthier families create healthier communities. So let's get this show going.
All right. One more thing to tell you. I forgot to drop the good news. The good news is this.
Okay.
And ladies, you got to listen up, ladies, because there's some good news. Here's the deal. For the brothers, the good news is that after today, you got no excuses, because this show going to give you all the tools you need. For the ladies, the brothers, again, have no excuses, because you can direct them to this show, because we're going to be dropping them jewels on you, all right? All right, so let's get started. Listen, we got a dynamic cast. We got people that have some serious credentials and background. So we're going to bring them into the studio, let them speak to you. All right, so we about to start here. We're going to bring in my girl, Sabrina, out of Texas. Sabrina, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, so listen, Sabrina, take a few minutes. Tell the people about yourself.
Cool. I'm Sabrina Willis, as the guys just mentioned. I am a native of St. Louis, Missouri. I currently reside in Dallas, Texas, with my amazing husband. I have two beautiful girls, Anya and Sydney, 24 and 14. I also am a glam mom. Not grand, but glam. Too young to be grand. And I'm also a two-time published author. I am a certified women empowerment life coach, conference host, mentor, motivational speaker, God's girl. I love God, and so I'm all about representing the kingdom and being a kingdom ambassador.
All right, yeah. Welcome to the show. We're looking forward to you dropping some of that knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
Next, we're going to bring in my girl, Kerry, out of CT. What's up, Kerry? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Very good. All right, Kerry, take a few minutes. Tell the people about yourself.
Sure. My name is Kerry. I'm from Connecticut. I am by day a medical assistant, and throughout the day and even at night, I own my organization. It's called L.I.V.E Empowerment Group. Excuse me. L.I.V E stands for Love, Inspire, Value, and Empower. literally is just a broad umbrella. We do a lot under my organization. We host mother and son dances. We host different panels with fatherless homes, domestic violence, relationship panels, and so forth. And we also just do random events that promotes positivity, because that's literally what it's all about. It's just about a positive environment, empowering people wherever we go, whatever we're doing. It's all about empowering people.
Amazing. See, I told y'all we got the high power cast today, but guess what? We're not done. We're not done. Last but not least, we got to bring in my girl straight out of North Carolina. My girl Candace. Hey, Candace.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Good. Welcome to the
Hey,
show.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, take a few minutes. Tell the people about yourself.
All right, well, I'm from New Britain, Connecticut, outside of Hartford. I live in North Carolina right now. 2 years ago, I received my credentials from UNC to work with substance abusers. We have a big problem here with opioid overdose. So I've been privileged to help women to turn their lives around. I love it. Also, I'm an esthetician. I studied at Galmar Academy in North Haven, Connecticut. And then I went on and did postgraduate work at Dermalogica in Manhattan, studying anti-aging treatment. So I made a lot of women beautiful, but I always emphasize to them that real beauty starts on the inside. And that's love and integrity, loyalty, things like that, kindness. That's what really makes you shine. I host a women's empowerment seminar all over the country. I also have a YouTube page, Just Candace Beauty and Wellness, where you can find different interviews and podcasts and some helpful information. So I'm just all about positivity and love, and I'm happy to be here tonight.
Man, see, I try to tell them, Mel, people don't really want to listen to me, man. Maybe you got to tell them. I told them we had the high power cast and we're going to do the thing today. So, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to jump into the show. We only got an hour. It's going to go by fast. We got a lot of information to drop to you. So, I'm giving this back to my man, Mel Money. Kick us off, baby.
hey. So listen, we have a dynamic show, and the whole topic's about etiquette and how brothers are supposed to pursue a woman. But we do have this section called the DBDS Anonymous section, in which people have issues and they look for some constructive criticism or feedback to help them elevate their relationship to a positive level. So it reads, "Hello, DBDS family. I met a girl online last weekend. We hit it off, so I asked her out after we started talking. Totally not like me, but I had to meet her. In person, she was even better. We click good, and honestly, I find her the most beautiful woman I ever seen. To me, she's a goddess. I have very high standards, and she hits every single one. She's smart, financially stable, mature, goody goody, etc. Absolutely no red flags. We already hung out 3 times this week, but I can't get enough of her and I want to see her more. However, she mentioned that she has a busy schedule and would like for us to slow it down a bit. It confused me because she either does not feel the same way or she's playing hard to get. So even though she had plans already, I decided to set up a surprise visit at her hair salon where she works. The unexpected visit startled her, but it turned me on. I asked her, Will you like to meet my parents next week? And she said, no, let's slow it down. And I don't like unexpected visits. She was also surprised that I found out where she worked, but I thought she would be impressed by my researching skills. Truthfully, I was devastated by her initial response and I slammed the door and I walked out of her salon. I don't understand. Both of our past relationships have been long term and we've both been single for over 6 months. We have so much in common, even though she says she will contact me later on, but I could not wait even 5 minutes. So I began to text her long paragraphs about our future together. I kept texting her because she never responded back to me throughout the day. My question is, what did I do wrong? And what can I do to turn this around?
Wow, man.
That was a lot.
There's a lot in there, man, to unroll.
That was a lot.
So listen, all right, we got to go around and talk to our cast. Okay, Candace, you heard that story. You got any advice here?
Slow your roll, pump the brakes. You're going way, way too fast. You have to learn how to give people their personal space. You sound, honestly, you sound a little bit like a stalker. Showing up at her job, that's not cool. You didn't know, you didn't really have the right to do that. I would not have been happy myself. it's not about you researching where she works. It's about you overstepping your boundaries right now. So really, really stop that, or she's not going to have anything to do with you. That's not cool.
Man, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kerry, any thoughts on this situation here?
I just feel like he did a lot. I feel it was, I feel it was really, I think it was a little too aggressive. And not a lot of women, some women may like that aggression, like maybe the desperate ones. He seems desperate too. But I think he just needs to slow it down, because not every, first of all, you showing up at my job, sir. No.
Mm.
Because what if you are not the only one I am dating? And what if somebody else shows up along with you? So you just can't show up just like that unless we're, dating exclusively, then that's different. But just on a whim of a week or 2 weeks, that's a little too much for my life. And wanting to meet the parents, yeah, no, let's just take our time.
Man, I see a fight and a restraining order in the making.
Absolutely.
All right, we coming to you, Sabrina. Let us know what you think about this situation.
I'm right with the ladies, and everything that they said. That's crazy. He's doing a little bit too much. He's doing the most, and he's going to set himself up for failure. And pretty much that's a turnoff. It's like, you're doing too much. I don't even know you. I don't know the first thing about you. We just met. Calm down. Just calm down. Don't get excited. Calm down. Give me 50 feet. I feel like, give me 50 feet.
Right.
So, are you excited, brothers out there?
Woo! Too excited.
Yeah, just chill out, man. Chill out. Matter of
Slow
fact, listen, that's a good segue, man, because we about to go into how to approach a real woman and basic male etiquette, and that's a really good segue, because one of our first topics that we want to talk about is, guess what? Guess what it is, y'all? It's be cool. All right, be cool. You know what I mean? You got to approach a woman. You're gonna approach a real woman. You got to be cool, man. You can't be all ecstatic and overexcited. It's not gonna work out too good for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna come to you, Mel Money. Talk to us about this, man. When you approach a woman, you got to be cool.
Okay, well, I usually tell brothers you can either be a thermostat, which means you're in control of your emotions and you gauge your own temperature, or you could be a thermometer and react to external forces or follow society's latest trends or relationship matters. And I usually tell brothers, if you check your emotions for your boss or for your own business for financial incentives, then you should apply that same concept when it comes to your relationships or the person you're dating. I truly believe that indifference is the difference, because beauty should never be enough when you meet a woman. And when the brother is cool, it shows that he's not desperate and trying to lock her down in a couple of days. And I feel like this also enhances his social value, because attractive women usually come across the average brother who will jump as long as she say how high, and this will decrease the attraction level if he's an extreme pleaser in order to win her affection. But a brother who's cool allows his morals, his standards, his values to shine. And also on the flip side, when the brother has this trait, it makes him more attractive and desirable to classy women, because part of what a woman really wants is feeling of security, knowing that no matter what life throws her way, he'll be there as a source of strength as well as encouragement. So I'll just tell my brothers, man, just make sure you show desire, not desperation. And that way it will make her trust and respect your leadership and make her desire everything that you have to offer.
Absolutely, man. Good advice. So when I go to the ladies, you can either tell us, your advice to the men on being cool, or tell us one of the stories. I want to hear a story, man, that somebody came up over too excited and how you dealt with it. All right, we're gonna go right to you, Kerry. Let us know on this situation about being cool.
Yeah. So I have a story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course. So met a guy and he seemed nice. I'm in this season of my life where I'm just like, I want to get to know people. I don't want to, I'm a lover. So I was that girl where I always just wanted to be in a relationship. But through a lot of failures and everything, I've learned that you got to take it slow, learn yourself, and just date. So that's what I'm trying to do. Met this guy though, and I don't think he's getting the hint, even though I say, I don't want you to like me. You can like me because you can't stop anybody from doing that. But he's just like so aggressive. It's overbearing. Whereas I was sick one day and he called and I'm in the bed and he's like, well, how about you just get the blanket and go downstairs and we can come downstairs and, I can come over there and we can watch TV on the couch. First of all, no, you cannot come to my home. Just us. If it was a group of people and we're sitting watching a movie or something, that's different. But if it's just us, yeah, no, because that's you liking me, or it's he's trying to take me out and I always have an excuse. I mean,
Wow.
hint, hint. It's like hint, hint. But however, if it's like a group event, I'm always available. Can't you get the difference? And I don't think he's seeing the difference where he just keeps going and going. And I'm just like, dude, I'm trying to get you to understand. I don't like you like that. But in his head, he feels as though he can change it and make me like him. You can't make me like you.
Right.
Like I'm at that
Wow.
point where I'm just like, all right, this is a lot. Like if I'm standing somewhere where we're out in a group, I turn around and like, there he is. Hey. And I'm just like, oh boy, you again.
Wow, man, that's amazing. I can't believe. Wow, dudes, man,
It's a lot.
I'm embarrassed for at this moment right here. But at the same time, I tell you, man, I'll probably be a rude woman because in that moment I'll be like, look, dude, I told you I'm sick. I got explosive diarrhea, but you can come over if you want. You know, it's on
Nice.
you. I would have hit him with something. So, all right, Candace, what you think
Hilarious.
about this situation about being cool?
I think it's real important. Just take it easy. You know, when you're meeting
Right.
people, when you're going to approach someone, be cool, slow and steady. That's what really wins the race. You've heard that. Don't rush in like a wild wolf or a hungry wolf. Just cool. Be cool. Get to know her.
Mhm.
Approach her respectfully. You know, introduce yourself. Don't have that desperation. Women don't like that.
Mm-mm.
I
Mm.
don't like
I don't
desperation
either.
because I'm not desperate and I don't want a guy. Because if you come off desperate, you're also coming off insecure. They kind of go
Mm.
close hand in hand. So just be cool, relax, get to know someone. Remember that personal space. Always approach with respect, dignity, kindness. I'm big on those things. I'm old
Mm.
school. I'm the old lady on the panel, and I'm real serious about how you approach me. If you want
Yeah.
to get to the next point, you got to
Mhm.
approach me the right way, or it's getting shut down real quick. I'm a straight
Ooh.
shooter. I really believe you got to be straight up with people. There's too many people with I don't want to make light of it, but just some people have mental health issues, etc. You can't play games with people. I'm a straight shooter. If I'm not feeling it, or if you approach me the wrong way, I'm gonna let you know. And I'm
Yeah.
kind and I'm sweet, but trust me, I can be very firm and very tenacious when I need to be. So just be cool. Go in easy, slow and steady.
Before I go to you, Sabrina, I just want to make a comment. You know, whether you're young or old, you know, principles. You got to have a principles. You got to have some principles, and
That's
you
right.
stick by them. When you stick by
That's
them
right.
principles, things work out better for you. All right, so I'm coming to you, Sabrina. Talk to us about this, about being cool when you approach a woman.
I mean, I think that's definitely important. Everything that everyone else has already said, I totally 150% agree. I like what you said about slow and steady. Just steady. Don't come across desperate and just like any fine woman that walk past you, like, well, I need your number, well, I need your number. It's like, calm down. Have a little bit of respect for your own self. Like, don't just come across like I need someone, I gotta have someone like you and you it. And every woman that you talk to, you're like, you it, like tag you it. Like, how many women you gonna keep saying you the one, you the one? It's like, give
Right.
yourself a second. Everybody don't have to be the one that you gotta pursue. Now as far as aggressiveness and kind of assertive and someone coming hard, like going like ready for it.
Yes.
My husband came hard on me, honey. Listen, my husband now, my amazing husband, my whole soulmate, y'all. He came. He didn't waste no time. He jumped into my DM on Instagram. It all went down on the DM. So I'm kind of like on that side was like, I don't play games. Like social media was never something I would have done. I was the type to be like, stranger danger. I don't know you. You creepy. I want my life to turn into like no Lifetime movie. My body get chopped up into like 1,000 pieces. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I've always been very cautious, when it comes to social media and people approaching me. I was married before and went through a divorce, so I always had my guards up, after going through that. And so when he came into my life and came hard in my direct message, I'm like, who is he and why is he talking to me? However, having a mutual friend, which was actually my blood sister, is the reason why he even got an opportunity. But I
Mm.
will say my husband was assertive. He was very assertive. He knew what he wanted. He had he had this whole image and picture when his wife was going to me, and I fit the whole bill. So thanks be to God that worked out, because had that not been it, he wouldn't have had a chance. So like I said, slow down, pump your brakes, give her 50 feet. And if she's into you as time go by, then you can take the steps slower and not just the chance.
Absolutely. Listen, I'm just gonna make this one point. Listen, if guys out there, if she's talking to you, she's interested, because they don't need to talk to you. They ain't nothing. They're not obligated to even speak to you. So if she's talking to you, just chill out. Go with the flow, and bide your time. All right, we're gonna go into this next topic. The next topic we're gonna talk about is approach women who have time to talk to you. Okay, I'm at work, man. I'm busy right now. You grabbing my arm, you trying to get my attention. I'm not sure that's gonna work, or any other situation. I'm getting on the bus, I'm getting on the city bus, and you yelling at me from down the street. I'm not sure that's gonna work. Mel Money, talk to us about this. Approach women who have time to talk to you.
Well, absolutely. I know you mentioned, Mo, about women talking, she's interested, but it's more than just the talking portion. You also have to pay attention to those nonverbal cues, right? So this is related to what I call the invitational communication, in which people signal that they are interested. And this is where observation, I feel, is a very important factor, because you have to take a risk. You have to be strategic and pay attention to the environment as well as her body language at hand. So, for example, if a classy woman is jogging with her AirPods on, and it will be very difficult and mainly impossible to strike up a good conversation with her, because she is focused on herself and may not have time to engage in a decent conversation. However, if a woman seems free without any distractions, as well as she's providing a brother with some flirty cues, then it's okay to shoot your shot. It's okay to take that chance. And if she's smiling at you, and if she's playing with her hair, or no matter where you attend, if you're in the bar, she's in that same secluded area, these are things you have to pay attention to, because nowadays these brothers just can't read that nonverbal language, which is an entirely different language within itself. And when you do approach that woman, just make sure that you're authentic and you're confident within your abilities. And also make sure that your tonality, your voice inflection within your body language, how you walk up tight with your head straight up and you walk slow. And the most important thing, please, brothers, please do not block her path, because a lot of brothers approach women, block them, and if there's no chemistry, the women want to feel comfortable enough to exit. So you want to approach her to the side, and that's pretty much it. My take on that subject matter.
Absolutely. All right, Sabrina, any thoughts on approach women who have time to talk to you?
I think that's very important. When we talk about like the nonverbal and the body language and things like that, if you can see that the woman is trying to go left and then you going left with her, if she's trying to go right, it's trying to not block her way away from you.
Right.
And I think one of you all mentioned earlier, like putting her hands on her arm, or you do not touch a woman you know nothing about. That's all I no, keep your hands to yourself, okay? Because she could first and foremost, she could very well be married, and maybe her ring might actually be at the jeweler getting sized, or she's getting an upgrade. You may never know. That woman could belong to somebody else first and foremost, okay? And so there's a lot of dynamics when it comes to approaching a woman and how you go about doing that, and being cognizant of the fact that she may not even be available. And if she is available, that doesn't mean she wants to talk to you at that moment. And if you get in the signs of like she's not interested, she's walking and you're walking and she's walking a little bit faster, it's like, okay, thank you. It's just like being at the mall and these people want to tell me, right? I don't want your facial moisturizer for my face. No, thank you. I said no, thank you. Like, you should not be following me. Like, we're done. Like, it's over. Right. So
Wow. That's amazing. Mel, I got to tell you, man, I didn't know women go through all this, man. This is amazing. All right, Candace, talk to us about this. Approach women who have time to talk to you.
Yeah, I agree with Sabrina. Time and place for everything. I think it's just real important how you approach her. And I mean, you see if she's busy. If she's on her phone, why would you try to get her attention? If she's at work, wait till lunch break. Common sense has to come into play, right? And everyone doesn't have it. So really, gentlemen, think before you approach someone. Does she look busy? And honestly, I have a face. Sometimes you could look at my face and know I'm really not I might give you the eye, the side eye. I might keep walking,
Right.
like she said, and take those cues. You know, be respectful. And don't be silly. I was in a store once, and a guy, honestly, this was years ago, but he was behind me, and he said, sure looks good from the back.
Oh,
Can't wait to see what the front looks like.
Oh my
oh
I
God.
my
mean,
goodness.
that's foolishness.
Help them,
That's
Lord.
foolishness. You don't know anything about me. You don't know if my husband was standing in the line in front of me.
Oh
That
You
my
know
part.
God.
nothing,
Mm,
That
and
part.
yet you come
wow.
across being idiotic. And
Right.
I'm not a male basher, but I really believe, respect is so important. So really, watch how you approach someone.
Wow.
He wasn't going to
Yes.
stand a chance with me. I could have turned around. He could have been Idris Elba. But with that approach, it wouldn't have mattered to me.
Mm,
That's foolishness. And so your looks would have got you nowhere. Your money, your credentials would have got you nowhere. You can't approach women like that.
right.
So that was a wrap. And I was out the store and got in my car and I was gone. I've also been followed.
Wow.
When I lived in LA, I've been followed by a guy, and I wasn't going to drive home. I knew he was following me. And so I got out and went to a 7-Eleven and got where a lot of people were at. Don't be stalking folks. We're in a
Mm,
climate now, and I know I talk a little bit more serious, but we're in a climate now where you don't know what you might get.
mm.
You might pull up on some woman she's loaded and licensed.
Mhm.
That's real.
You
That's
Yeah.
real.
know,
Whew.
That's
we all
real.
need to be careful how we're conducting ourselves out in this environment that we're living in 2020.
True.
Yes.
Amen.
Wow. That is nuts.
Okay.
All right, I'm coming to you, Kerry. What's your thoughts on this here?
Yeah, it's always a time and a place for everything. I mean, some people, when they do the yo baby or yo ma, I'm not your mother, so I'm not going to respond to yo ma. Or if you don't want to talk, or if you don't want to talk to them, it's like their self-esteem is just crushed, and then they start cursing you out. You ugly ain't. Like, first of all, I wasn't ugly like 5 seconds ago
Right.
when you were just trying to talk to me. So it's like some guys, they do get in their feelings, but I've also heard of some guys even of other people, like some guys trying to get physical because they were turned down.
Oh wow.
Wow.
It's all a level of insecurity for some people. I just feel that if you see that a person is busy, if you see that a person is blatantly ignoring you, just leave that person alone. But if you're just going to that's going to show so much desperation on your end. Like, how many other yo mas are you doing throughout the day? Are you trying to rack your numbers up for the day, or how is this working out?
That's good.
Man,
Wow. Mel Money.
I just want to mention something. We call that the caveman brother. When he just gets very aggressive, and that's the kind of brother that you may see up on the bar, and he's grabbing your
Mm-hmm.
arm. He's like, "Hey, shorty, come here, ma, come here." And then when you reject him and turn him down, then he gets very, very angry. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like very important especially in 2020, you brothers gotta be more respectful and just get out that caveman mentality, man.
Like, I'm the type of female where if they say hi, most times I'll say hi because
Okay.
I'm kind.
Nice.
But that's about it. Hi, if I'm saying hi while I'm walking away, that just means hi, I'm walking away. Like, I don't,
That's real.
it's not like a hi, I'm going to stop and I'm going to talk to you. It's hi, and I'm still moving. I'm not even looking back. I'm going to keep it moving. But some of them, once you even respond to them, that's like an open door. Then they're going to follow you and want to talk to you. It's just like, God, I should have never said hi.
Right. He was trying to be nice. I get
Exactly.
a lot too. And hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. How are you?
Right.
And like, you just think this little niceness is just very touch. I'm just like, hi, I'm being cool.
Right.
Yeah, or even I want to say too with the guys, sometimes they'll see you have a ring on your finger too. And they're like, oh, okay, you remember, whoop, whoop, whoop. And they'll be like, no, I don't know. I'm not available. Like, done. Like, are you even about to say anything? Like, anything. Like, you see, I got a ring. Then they're like, oh, well, he sure is lucky. And if he ever mess up, I'll be like, no.
Or they ask, can you have friends? No, I can't have friends.
No, I
don't
have
want
friends beforehand.
But
And
that's what they say. Like, can you have friends? I'm married, but you want to be my friend. Get out of here.
I'm done.
Well, I told y'all it was going to be a serious show, and I told you, brothers, we was going to come at you live and direct. Listen,
Right from the hip.
just after hearing all that, I'm exhausted, man. I need a break. We'll be back in about 60 seconds.
Are you single? Do you know about dbdssingles.com? Are you ready to meet a quality man or a classy woman? The DBDS brothers want you to know that love and loyalty still exists. So if you're ready to meet relationship-ready people, sign up for a free trial. dbdssingles.com, where quality men meet classy women. If you would like to learn how to establish and maintain long-term meaningful relationships, join DBDS University today. You will learn about interpersonal relationships, first date tips, the relationship zones, emotional intelligence, and more.
Say thank you to my big brothers, Mel and Mo, for creating the DBDS University with the L.I.V.E, the book, the website. It's helped me so much grow as an individual.
All right, y'all, back in this DBDS live studio. We're here with Sabrina, Kerry, and Candace, and my man Mel Money, and we're talking about how to approach a real woman and basic male etiquette. Right now, we're gonna go see check the Facebook lines. Mel Money, what you got?
Yeah, so shout out to Sandy. She said nasty stalker. I want to give a shout out to Latoya, Keish Marie, Colette Brown, Tiffany Tyson, Mr. Boxon, Curtis Harris, Jess, Stanley, Maria, Keisha, Tanya, Tara Little, my man Calvin, Vanessa, Alicia, Amani, Shani, Adelis, Gizmo, Jesse, oh my goodness, Toy, Amy, Vince, Heather, Anthony, Catherine. Thank you so much for all tuning in. Too much to mention. I'll continue to give shout outs throughout the show. So I appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. What's up, my people? All right, look, right now we about to go into our next subject, and what I'm gonna tell you is this. We just heard a couple of stalkish kind of scenarios, where women were getting stalked. And, a lot of that stems from the fact that some dudes just don't understand that they can get turned down. You might think you look good and you got money and all that, but look, anybody can get turned down, man. James Bond could even get turned down. I ain't see it happen. I never see that, but James Bond could get turned down too. But look, here's the thing. Come to terms with getting rejected. Sometimes it's gonna happen. I know some of y'all out there like, no, it's not gonna happen to me. But yeah, it does. But you just don't let it, you don't let it go easy, right? So let me come to you, Candace. Talk to us. Some of these guys need to understand that sometimes they can get rejected.
Hey, it's a part of life. It happens to all of us at some time. I mean, I've had relationships where the man decided to end it in the past for different reasons. So when I speak, I want to be real about it. So it's not just the men, and I handled it with dignity because that's who I am. So when a man is feeling like he's being rejected or has been rejected, don't act silly. I've had men in the past say, "Oh, well, you think you're too good for me because you're light skinned." That colorism nonsense. Red bone. I've been called the B word, and I'm not at all. And so when you think about being safety, your personal safety, this stuff is serious. Because I'm not interested in you, you're calling me, the B word. You know nothing about me. That's, you've got a problem. So you wouldn't have been someone I would have been safe to date anyway, because your temperament, your tone, your immaturity, that wasn't going to work anyway, right? But I have had all of those scenarios. So men, just understand that what's meant for you is meant for you. Who is meant for you is meant for you. So I wasn't the one, or she wasn't the one, or that other one, she wasn't the one. Handle yourself with dignity. Walk in your own integrity and dignity, and keep your head up. Don't degrade yourself by insulting a woman because she's not interested in you. You won't get anywhere that way.
No doubt, no doubt.
Have some class about yourself and realize that everybody's not for everybody. I don't think so much of myself that I think I'm God's gift to the world and every man's got to desire me. And so you shouldn't feel that way either. That's called humility. That's what that's called. So be humble enough to accept that everybody's not going to be interested in you. Hold your head up and walk away with your class and your dignity intact. That's what I would say.
Absolutely. And let me just say this. all those women who had to deal with a situation where a guy called your name because you didn't want to give you their time or talk to them. Basically, what they did was they crawled inside a hefty trash bag and closed it up and threw themselves in the trash. So say thank you. Okay, just remember that. All
Oh,
right,
absolutely. I hope the
that's what they
women
did.
understand that.
Yes, that's what they did. All right, so we come to you, Kerry. Talk to us about this. Some guys got to understand that sometimes they're just gonna get rejected.
And it's okay to be rejected. I mean, I'm Jamaican, so we have this saying that goes today for me, tomorrow for you. So today may not be your day. Tomorrow, I mean, tomorrow might just be your day. So it's all right. I mean, everybody gets their feelings hurt once in a while. Females get their feelings hurt a lot, and we always have to dust ourselves off and get back up, or else we'll be coined the angry black woman. They'll be okay, because what are we going to start calling them, angry black men? Maybe we should start calling them angry black men, seeing that once we get our hearts broken and everything like that, we get that, oh, she's an angry black woman. Well, hello, we have a reason to be. But I just feel like men have it a little easier, in a sense, to find another woman. So I mean, it's no love lost if this one particular woman does not want you. There's a guy out there that he feels like he's God's gift to women in the bedroom, in a sense. So me, a woman always knows if she's going to be with you in that way. Me, I say, listen, you are not short of, I call it, can we say certain things here? I
Go
say,
ahead. This ain't sanctioned. Go
I
ahead.
said,
This is
no,
a
no,
grown
no.
man TV.
I
Grown
said to
woman TV.
him, you are not short of pums. So therefore, you not getting mine is no lack to you. And he looked at me kind of crazy, but the weird thing about that is some men take that as a challenge.
Right.
No, this is not Mortal Kombat. I did not say challenge. Like, I don't want to challenge you. I'm just letting you know you're not getting this. You already have probably 5 or 6 over there already. So what's the big deal in mine?
Man,
But
see,
some people, they take rejection too as a challenge. Like, yeah, I'm gonna work harder for this one. No, please don't work harder. This is one subject you don't need to work hard in. Just leave it alone.
see, he would have been better if he just walked away earlier
Just,
Right.
to get to that
yes,
point. You know what I
let
mean?
it be.
Sabrina, what's your thoughts on this?
Okay. All I have to say, my sis first, when she first started speaking, everything to that is so in line. And the one thing I want to say is just stay respectful. When you get rejected, stay respectful. Like she said, hold your head up and all that. Like, have respect for yourself, but walk away respecting the woman that was not interested. You know, just have respect. That's the main thing I would say. Just make sure you walk away and respect the woman that's not interested and not take it personal. Like, it's too many, as they say, too many fish in the pond. Like, keep it moving. You never know. She might have been psycho or crazy. Like, she probably wasn't the one for you anyway. Like, just stay respectful.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Mel Money.
You know, I agree with the entire panel, because every brother gets rejected. I mean, that's just a part of life, like Candace said. I mean, I don't care if you look like Ghost, Denzel Washington, or Michael B. Jordan combined in one. You know, it's pretty much common. You can't take it personal, because you can't control the person's action, but you can control your reaction, which is even more important when you pursue women that you like. And I would say, in fact, rejection should not be a fate to be feared, but rather a valuable asset that saves you time, money, and energy that would have been wasted with an incompatible partner. Because between the time that you decided to approach that fly woman and the time you were rejected, your life didn't change in any way. And this is where your eternal standards got to kick in. Because if a woman is not attracted to you, I mean, my view, then you have to believe that you are the most attractive man in the world. You know, and the way that you carry yourself to that degree compared to a caveman brother who will use ratchet communication towards women who don't find them appealing, that can cause some physical harms. And that's why a woman has to go into that survival mode. So, like I said, keep in mind that rejection is not personal, because there are many factors why women may not be attracted to. It could be that you're nervous. It could be that you're biting your nails. It could be that you're staring at her so hard that you're piercing through her soul, and that comes across creepy. It could be that you have your pants pulled down all the way to your ankles where she can see your drawers. I mean, it could be your hygiene. It could be that you remind her of her ex. It could be a variety of things, but you can never take it personal. And I just feel like everything in life is all about a risk. That's
It
all.
could just be that she's not interested.
That's it.
Some
So
people just want to be alone.
yes, absolutely. So it's all about a risk. So for example, I'll just use this as an analogy. If you want financial abundance, then you must risk failing or losing everything. If you want to get physically fit and be strong, then you're going to take the risk of getting injured. And if you want to talk to that beautiful, classy woman, then you must take the risk of being rejection. But that's just part of life in order for you to become a better man.
Absolutely, man. So it's like rejection is you could almost look at rejection as a gift in some cases, because here's the thing a lot of people don't think about, or maybe they do, and that is think about those times where you did get rejected and where you ended up. You probably ended up in a better place. You never know. Even if it was by yourself, it probably was a better place. All right. So listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into our next topic. We thinking about we talked a little bit about this, but I want to go into some more detail. I want to talk about look for nonverbal cues and body language of whether she's interested. All right, so Kerry kind of hit this up. So she said she's gonna say hi while she's walking away. See that body language right there. If you don't get that one, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Right.
I don't know what to tell you, but I know there's more out there. So coming right to you, Mel Money. Talk to us about this one, man.
Well,
Talk a little bit about
scholars
this, bro.
estimate that nonverbal communication accounts to 93% of the total meaning of communication. And the reason why is because nonverbal communication tends to be multi-channel because it may be seen, felt, heard, smelled, and taste. For example, if you are on a date with someone and if you touch her while smiling and whispering, that was 3 channels at once. In contrast to verbal communication, which is received through hearing, whereas written communication and American Sign Language are received through sight. In each of those cases, that represents 1 single channel. So as I mentioned earlier, you have to be observant because a woman can say she's interested, but her actions does not parallel or align as one. For example, if a woman says she's feeling you, but flakes on you multiple times without any pre-warning or valid reason, then non-verbally she's not feeling you. Or if you come across a beautiful woman in which her arms are folded and she gives you a scowl look and looks the opposite way, that's a clear sign she's not interested in you. And I feel that's a problem with a lot of men out there because they try to force the attraction level on a woman to try to get her to like him to the same degree. And I call that a scarcity mindset. And sometimes they come up with these silly philosophies saying like, hey, if she doesn't like me, I'm going to try to push the mountain as far as I can to force her to like me. And all you're doing is, like Mo said, you're possibly going to get a restraining order.
No doubt. You definitely gonna get a restraining order in those situations, for sure. Sabrina, talk to me about this one. Looking for nonverbal cues and body language.
Listen, it is what it is. You take it. If somebody is not, if the responses are not reciprocal and they're not vibing with you and you notice that, it's obvious. Like if they're not returning your phone calls, they're not, or we are together, they're like on their phone, they're not attentive, take the clue. Take the clue. And not only take the clue, ask the right questions. Don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. Ask. I'm big on open, honest communication. So if you see these things that are in your face, don't be naive to it. Don't neglect it and act like, oh, it's cool, it's good. No, like talk about it. Ask the specific questions you need to ask. And more than likely, the person is going to be honest with you. I would prefer for them to be honest up front, but if they're not and they're afraid of hurting your feelings, give them the opportunity by presenting them the opportunity to actually say something, to say, you know what, you bugging, you ain't even my type, I don't even like you like that for real, whatever may be the case, and be ready to receive open, honest communication without, taking it personal.
Absolutely. And just before we talked about this topic, we were talking about accepting rejection. So look, I can tell you, I'm gonna ask the women, but I think I'm gonna speculate for a minute and just say sometimes they do that just so they won't hurt your feelings, right? They're gonna tell you something, but the body language is gonna be different. But what they told you was a nice, soft way to put it, so they can spare your feelings. So if you don't like rejection, take it that way. It's a lot better. All right, we're coming to you, Candace. Talk to us about this. Looking for nonverbal cues and body language.
Well, also what you just said, sometimes it's easier for me, like if a man is approaching me and I have no interest, sometimes, and he's trying to give me a card or a number. To be honest with you, sometimes it's safer and easier. And some people might disagree, but I've taken the card and then just thrown it away. because they can be so aggressive that it makes you uncomfortable. And I'm not going to put myself in any particular situations if I don't have to. So I've taken the card, thrown it away. But if I'm, like they said earlier, if I'm saying hi to you and I'm walking out the door and the door is closing, you don't need to really follow me out. You really don't. And also, if I'm putting space between us, if I'm putting distance between us, that's letting you know you're in my personal space. I don't want you there. So you have to look for what she's saying when she's not even saying it. If I cut the eye, like, you're getting too close, get out of my face. Listen to that, look at that, and receive it. I'm a nice girl, and I'm happy that I meet some pretty respectful men most of the time. Some of those examples were from when I was a little younger, but a lot of times I do meet nice men. But still, if I'm not interested, again, if they're trying to push the issue, if I'm kind of saying, well, you have a good day, thank you. And if they compliment me and I say thank you so much and I walk away, that's it. I'm not interested in talking. Deuces, as they say. So
Oh, deuces.
follow, follow up and walk away. So just look for those nonverbal cues. Everything
Yeah.
doesn't have to be blatant. Don't make somebody go off on you. And I don't comport myself that way anyway. But don't push me because the Irish temper will come out.
Boom. Right there, y'all. All right, Kerry. Yep, Kerry, talk to us about this. These nonverbal cues and body language. How important is that?
It is very, very important because after a while, it makes the female just feel uncomfortable. It's like an uncomfortable feeling like, God, if I see this guy here often and he keeps saying hey or whatever, tries to make small talk and you keep giving him that cold shoulder, but he's still trying. It's like, okay, now do I have to stop going here because this guy is just not getting the hint? It just builds an uncomfortability within you having to live your daily life. Like I shared the story with you, Mo and Mel. It was just, I can have a conversation with people and mean nothing by it at the end. If you are able to hold a decent conversation with me, I'm cool with that. But if I don't want your number, your Facebook, your Instagram after we are done talking, that means we are done talking. Like, it's okay. If we see each other another time, hey, how are you? And that's it. I don't need you pushing on me too hard. And it's crazy because sometimes it's usually the females that's doing that. But nowadays, I don't know what's going on with the guys, but they are just like hound dogs out here. And it's crazy because no matter how much you're telling them no, like I said earlier, it's like a challenge for them. And I'm not having you challenge me. Like, I'm really insincerely don't want you, but they feel like they're like God's gift to women and they don't understand it. But it's like, what do you want me to do? Even if you say I have a man or I'm married or whatever it is, it's like they find that even more intriguing and they're still coming. And it's just like, all right, dude, I'm not really sure these females that you're talking to or that you're messing with that are so desperate. That's the problem. Some of these females, they're so desperate and they make it so easy when a man talks to them that they feel like, okay, I can shoot my shot anywhere. Nope, not in this basket, you won't.
True.
So that it makes it even harder. So for me, people say I have a mean face.
Your rest face.
It's one of those, I don't want to smile too much because I like to smile, but I don't want to smile because then it's like, oh God, he's probably thinking I'm smiling at him. Let me just keep this stern face. But then you have some of those brothers where they feel like, oh, I'm gonna break that stern face. I'm gonna make her smile. Sir, just let me be.
Wow. So listen, I learned this on another show because I didn't know this term, but so the lady called it resting bitch face.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
That's what I.
Is that what it is?
Look at it right here. It's that one.
Okay.
Like, you just don't want to have the conversation, but it just makes everything so uncomfortable.
Mel Money?
Yes. So, I mean, tell me if this works. And I'm going to ask my classy sisters because I know 2020 is very dangerous out there. You guys got to definitely take that heed and warning. So, have you tried using this soft tactic? Like, if a brother is stating, like, I'm really feeling you, and he tried to give you a hug, but you give him a dap, like, You know what I'm saying? And then you was like, and then he'd be like, yo, what's up, hun? And you'd be like, what you talking about, bruh? Like, do you guys use those types of soft tactics to drill it in their head when these brothers come across a little aggressive?
I do.
I do. I like to hit him with the "Hey, bro, how are you?"
Oh,
That's what indication you.
Yeah, it's like, "How you doing, sweetie?" "Oh, hey, bro, I'm good. You want to hang out?" "I am okay." Or sometimes, they try to go in. I don't do that, hug and kiss on the cheek with just anybody. That thing, I don't know where your lips been. So some of them, when they come in for the hug and the kiss on the, hey, yeah, you just got to back it up a little bit. It's a little too much, a little too close. Some of them don't get it, but it's just like, all right, this is enough. Maybe we're going to stop at the handshake now. No more hugs for you.
Candace, anything else before we move from this topic?
No, I don't like people touching me. I don't like people touching me. And if I don't know you, you shouldn't be trying to hug on me anyway. So a lot of times, even I could be at somewhere where I'm supposed to be and want to be, and it could be someone I know that wants to hug me. It just depends if they're married. I'm very conscious of that body language and dealing with people's spouses, etc. So I will put my hand out many times if someone's coming to hug me. I will give a handshake, and it's not to be offensive or standoffish. It's just what it is.
Right.
I'm very careful about touching other people's property. And I'm protective of myself also. I don't want you touching me. I don't know you. So, everybody has to do it the way they do it. That's just me. I will put my hand out in a minute. You're not going to be hugging on me. I don't know you.
Look, respect the boundaries. Yep, go ahead, Candace.
It's real simple. I mean, some things are just kind of just black and white.
yeah.
I don't feel that I need physical contact from somebody that I'm not really engaged with and really know. I don't need it. Handshake is fine.
Listen, brothers out there, respect the boundaries. Okay, there's a space diameter, man. There's a space length that you need to maintain. Okay, for respect, and so a woman feels safe and that she is not threatened. So we'll be right back in about 60 seconds.
Are you single? Do you know about dbdssingles.com? Are you ready to meet a quality man or a classy woman? The DBDS brothers want you to know that love and loyalty still exists. So if you're ready to meet relationship-ready people, sign up for a free trial. dbdssingles.com, where quality men meet classy women. If you would like to learn how to establish and maintain long-term meaningful relationships, join DBDS University today. You will learn about interpersonal relationships, first date tips, the relationship zones, emotional intelligence, and more.
Say thank you to my big brothers, Mel and Mo, for creating the DBDS University with the L.I.V.E, the book, the website. It's helped me so much grow as an individual.
What's up, y'all? Back in the studio here with our girls, Sabrina, Kerry, and Candace, and we're talking about how to approach a real woman and basic male etiquette. Male Money, anything on Facebook?
Yeah, a lot of people checked in. Freddie Lopez said, "What's up, DBDS?" So what's up, Freddie? Shout out to Toya, Serenity, George. Shout out to Portia. She tuned in. Tomar, Janice, Jamal Lee. Let's Go Esco, Ashley, Athelia, Amani, and my girl Stephanie. Lots of people are tuning in. Shout out to all my classy people out there. Appreciate you guys tuning in.
What's up, all my people? All right, look, we're gonna do one more topic. It's a surprise topic, okay? I'm hitting you with a surprise topic. We got one more topic, and then we're gonna take a quick break. We come back for our Jerry Springer moment. So this topic right here we want to talk about is keep it low stakes. Don't approach women as if it's all or nothing game. All right, so we have a name for this, but I'm not gonna drop that until I want to hear my panel first, and then I'm gonna drop that name. All right, we're coming to you, Kerry. When a guy approaches you, he needs to keep it low stakes. He shouldn't approach you like it's all or nothing. Talk to us about that.
I mean, if he's gonna approach me like that, he can have himself all by himself. I don't need you like feeling like you're the only man left. I mean, you have options just as much as I do. And a woman, we kind of have more power, so we should have the ability to choose. So if I don't choose you, it's okay, because if you feel like it's an all or nothing thing, well, maybe you're not the one for me.
Mm.
Simply put, I don't want no man like that, because if you started out like that throughout the relationship, other things are going to be that way. You're going to, in a sense, it's like you would try to change me on certain things, or certain things that you want to do and I don't want to do. Then it'll probably be a big thing because it's all or nothing. No, no, no.
Absolutely. Candace, any thoughts on this one here?
Well, I mean, when is it all or nothing? We're talking about approaching women, meeting women, conducting yourself, comporting yourself a certain way. Everything takes time, right? Relationships take time to develop. We're talking about the initial stages, so you can't really come at it as all or nothing. What does that mean? You don't even know me. How about some real simple, light conversation, if we both agree on that? How about that? There has to be a beginning, a middle, and an end. It can't be all or nothing. That doesn't really make sense to me. So if you're approaching me like that, you're already turning me off because you're too intense.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
we have to talk. Let's see if we even have the communication and comprehension to go to the next level, right? No all or nothing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, Sabrina, you got any thoughts on this one?
That's good. I love what you just said, because that's going to be a big turnoff. Immediately when we start talking about it, I thought about that old commercial back in the day. Mr. Big Stuff, who do you think you are? Mr. Big Stuff. Like, who do you think you are? That you can just approach me like that and just like, listen, this is what it is, take it or leave it, because I may not be here tomorrow. I'm all that in the bag of chips. Bye. Go somewhere. Because you're not all of that. And if you think you are, keep your high self-esteem and go on to the next person that might be interested in you and your high
Right.
self-esteem. And wrong with high self-esteem, because I dwell on high self-esteem. However, coming at me like that, who do you think you are? So I think it's important that you don't come so high and mighty, but be low, and be meek. And you will get a lot more out of the approach that you have. So don't come in like Mr. Big Stuff. Just settle down. That's all right.
Be humble.
Be humble.
Be humble, Mel Money.
I agree with everyone. I mean, when a brother says all or nothing, that is related to the scarcity mindset, because he feels that he does not have any options whatsoever. But, a man with an abundant mentality knows that he is attractive, whether she likes him or not. And he will continue to just keep it moving to see if someone else is compatible and have that chemistry and mentally connected to him. So I agree with all the opinion on that.
No doubt. All right, y'all. We're going to take a 30-second break. When we come back, we're going to do our Jerry Springer moment. Final thoughts to all the people watching. All right, be right back.
Dear brothers, it's about quality, not quantity.
So guys, it should be your conversation, the way you flow, your presence is enough for a woman to want to be around you, not how much money you spend.
Dear sisters, it's about knowing your value.
My sisters out there, don't be afraid to scare a guy off just because you have standards.
Dear brothers, dear sisters, it's time to come together.
Pow! Back in the DBDS Live studio. We're about to do our last run through. We're going to go through and do our final Jerry Springer moments. All right. We're going to start with my girl, Candace. Let's talk to you, Candace. Tell the people your last final words that you want to let them know.
Well, we were talking about approaching a woman and how a real man conducts himself. Well, my old boyfriend years ago, he said his grandfather told him, if you can't run with the big dogs, keep your puppy butt on the porch. Ooh. So if you're coming towards a woman like me, a real woman, you need to be a big dog, right? A big dog is loyal. He is protective. You can walk with him in the morning. You can walk with him at night. You feel safe. He watches over the household. A puppy is playing with his toys. He's running everywhere. You got to pretty much train him. You got to babysit him. So when you want to approach a real woman, make sure you're a big dog. Otherwise, I'm going to say, ruff, ruff. Oh. It's real simple. Be ready and come correct, or just stay on the porch.
Wow.
Wow.
Message loud and clear. I hope y'all got that one. I know somebody was taking notes out there. All right, we're coming to you, Sabrina. What you think about this? Give us your final thoughts.
I would just say definitely come with confidence and come with respect, with the intent to respect that woman. Because you never know, she could be the match mate. You know, she could be the match that you're looking for, or she may not be. Just be open, keep all your options open, and just come with confidence and courage, even because sometimes men lack the courage. To have the courage to say something, but also have the confidence that she rejects you. It's okay. Just learn as you go. Just learn as you go on how to approach women, and then take the feedback. If a woman says this, that, just take the feedback, be confident, and be able to move forward and love yourself.
Thank you, Kerry. Final thoughts.
Well, we talked about respect. Is come with respect. Come in with a humble mindset. Pay attention to the signs, the nonverbal signs. Please, those are louder than us even saying anything. So pay attention to that. If a woman says no, just move on. How many women are there to men? There are so many other women out there. If she says no, she's not into you. So I mean, pay attention to the signs, be humble, respect her regardless if she is into you or not. Don't keep pushing. I mean, sometimes a little persistence is okay, but you have to be certain on how you are being persistent. That is not like stalkerish, or that it's not making the woman feel uncomfortable.
Absolutely. All right, Mel Money, final thoughts.
Well, first, I want to thank this amazing, insightful panel. Candace, Sabrina, Kerry, thank you so much for coming on the show. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So I'm going to finish off and state here that classy women are really attracted to a man's character. And at the core of everything, his personal integrity, confidence, ambition, and drive. When a man continues to develop his masculine character and present himself in a respectful manner, it allows uncomfortable to become comfortable, in which he has no fear to take calculated risk. This displays leadership capabilities and security, in which a classy woman will develop trust due to his decision-making abilities, naturally submits to a man who leads with good intentions, and feels safe whether is non-physical or physical threats, as well as outside negative influence. Not only a classy sister is attracted to a man who has a strong character and knows how to pursue, but she will continue to invest in a man who knows how to lead in a respectful and loving way.
Boom. Just like that. Again, this is Mo. I want to thank our cast too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sabrina, Kerry, and Candace. So glad you joined us today on the show. And look at all you brothers out there. I hope you took your pen down and took you some notes, because we dropped a lot of information for you to use. You know, you got it directly from some women, and you got it from some men who understand what it's like to be in stable relationships and how to get there. So look, once again, this was DBDS Live. Mel Money, send us off.